All right, I want to talk about this game. I actually want to talk about this game because I'm going to tell you, I liked a lot of what I seen tonight outside of the goaltending in this one, guys. I seen a team unity tonight that I liked in this game. I liked a lot of what I seen. Now, can we get more tougher? Yes, the team got to get more tougher, guys. But this is a step in the right direction, the way I see it as a fan. We seen some emotion tonight against a hated rival, which we desperately needed to see if we weren't going to win. I'd much prefer to see the boys react like that than I do them just wanting to get off the ice at the end. So this was actually, for me, a very good reaction in this game. Very good reaction. And no, I'm not on something. I mean it. I mean what I'm saying. I'm just going to go through just some numbers, in the game. Like, they outshot us 29-26. But, you look at the game. They outshot us 10-9, 10-9, 9-8. I mean, we were right in this game outside of the goaltending. And please, for the UPL lovers, please, let's not pretend he wasn't terrible tonight. The guy couldn't stop a beach ball tonight. But that's not the reason I'm doing this. Sometimes these things happen for a good reason. And I liked what I seen tonight. I liked what I seen from Byram, the reaction. I liked what I seen from Norris. He started that scrum at the end. I was happy with it. I was actually happy with the end of this game, guys. I was. I mean, we made Detroit look a lot better than they were because, again, we couldn't stop a beach ball tonight. So it's one of those nights. But, not enough hitting. 100% enough reaction in the game to Detroit. Face-offs, we were very good, 58% to 42. So, there was some really good stuff in this game that I took from it. I really did. I mean, I said, look, as soon as they pulled away at the end, I wanted to see our reaction, and the boys did it. They reacted because I thought they're just going to wuss out at the end and do nothing, but no, there was a reaction tonight. So at least we're seeing some sort of maybe, I don't know what goes on in their dressing room, what they talk about. I don't know, but I liked the team unity I seen in this loss tonight. And tonight they didn't kill us. They just ran up against no goaltending, and we ran up against goaltending. And really, that's what happened. Mrazek was playing well, and UPL crapped the bed. He was terrible tonight. So, that's all that happened in this game. But the Sabres were frustrated as hell. You seen Tuck drop the gloves, and you seen Norris go after Detroit, and there was some good reaction in this game. Finally, that I took. I've been waiting to see stuff like this happen with this team for too long. This offseason, guys, we got to get this team tougher. We got to get them tougher. We need to see that every night. We need to see that kind of reaction every night, and of course, we need to see it with solid goaltending, of course. But to see them actually react the way they did, I was surprised. I got to admit, I'm a little taken back by the Sabres tonight, playing so hard for each other in a game that was, no matter how much they tried, it wasn't going to happen tonight. As soon as they had the puck, they would score, it felt like. So it's like they had 7 goals on 29 shots. I mean, and the last goal was a joke. I mean, it was just, I think either of us could have saved it. So it's just one of those nights for UPL and Nets. He hasn't had a good season. He hasn't been good this year. He's not living up to that contract, folks. I don't care how people feel about that. It's the truth. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So, if people want to argue it, so you're happy with a goalie that has over 3 goals against and save percentage of what now in the NHL? My God, it's awful right now. But it's in a season where we're not in the playoff hunt, folks, so it doesn't really matter. In reality, I much prefer to know UPL could play this bad in a bad season. It's more important to me. A save percentage is under .890 going into this game. And it looks like they've updated it. All right, its goals against is .320. Its goals against, it's under .890 now. Maybe they haven't updated it yet. I don't think they've updated it yet. I have to check it tomorrow. Been a very bad season outside of 2 shutouts for UPL. It's been a bad season. And he's still over 500, though. He's still, well, not now with this loss. So, you know, if I'm going to take anything from this game, guys, it's that we united. We united. Like, I was very happy about that. Like, I look for anything in a season right now like this that is a sign that maybe these guys want to be together. They want to stay together. And, you know, I was talking, me and Jim were texting, and it's true. Like, really, if you look at Benson, for example, he really should be in the minors right now, you know? He just, he's such a good little talent that they want to keep him up. And I guess that's fine, but we need to get some vets on this team. We need to get some mean on this team. And we need to see more of what I seen tonight at the end of that game. We need to see that all season. If the Sabres could get that going every day of the year, what kind of team will we have? Because we need something to happen with this franchise. And if we're going to wait for the owners and the GM to do it, it feels like it's never going to happen. So, you know, I again, happy with Norris tonight. Let me just check the final numbers on some of the players. Not enough hitting in this game, which I wish they'd learn already, but they just don't seem to learn. You know, like you look at the hits on the blue line tonight, guys, okay? If you want to know the frustration, Byram, 0 hits. Samuelson, 0 hits. Maybe he's scared to get hurt now. Owen Power, 0 hits. Well, that's his usual amount. Dahlin, 0 hits. Clifton, 2 hits. Bryson, 0 hits. But there seemed to be an element of mean out there, and there seemed to be an element of, well, they don't hit either. Like, you know, so what if Detroit's not a hitting team? It doesn't mean we shouldn't be. You want to know why Ottawa's winning before us, folks? Go look at their hits. Simple as that. They're more aggressive. Not more talented, more aggressive. And I do believe in that big time. Greenway had 5 hits in the game. He's a keeper, folks. Okay? People like look at goals and assists. Look at the hits too. When you look at a player like Greenway, this is what he's designed to do, is play physical. It looks like he's caught his physical game with us finally. You know, lately anyway, like Greenway this year, I've been impressed with Greenway this year. Really, I know that barring the injury and everything. And Melenstein threw out 3, but there wasn't much hitting in the game. You know, like they had 17 hits, we had 16. This is a game we should have had 40-something hits when you're angry like that. The Sabres haven't learned that yet, guys, and they haven't learned it because I don't think Lindy's going to preach it ever. Lindy has not been known to be a coach that gets a team with a ton of hits. He gets 100%, but he doesn't get the most physical team that I'd like to see, you know? I'd like to see like... you know, we should copy paste what Florida's done, guys. They throw tons of hits and they win. And they win. You know, they got gritty guys on that team. They acquire gritty guys. Look at them going and getting Marchand. Like there was a time not long ago that the Florida Panthers were a joke, right? Nobody, they couldn't get fans in the building. Look now. They could probably get any free agent they want this offseason. Who wouldn't go there? Environment's everything to a free agent. They want to go in a winning environment, and I can understand that. I do. But I would like to see the Sabres just have that about them. There was once upon a time, this was a destination that a lot of players would come to. And nowadays, it's like nobody wants to go there. And I tell you, the lack of physical play is the problem with this hockey team. It's been the problem with this team since I've started this channel, guys. And yeah, this year, they're not that bad, you know, but they're not better than last year. And they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be better, more physical team this year. It hasn't come to fruition at all. It has not. They're the same. The numbers are like last year or like this. It's about the same. And that's with all the off-season acquirements of physical play on this team, where it looked like the team was going to take that step, be that aggressive team like Ottawa, let's say, with a lot of hits, or Florida or Boston, or call it who you want. And they just haven't done it. They haven't done it. So tonight, to see them actually have an emotional reaction, guys, I'm very happy with it. tonight. I am. I'm happy with the emotional reaction in this game. I'm glad there was guys getting tossed off the ice. I'm glad there were punches being thrown in our face tonight, because the Sabres need this to happen to understand they're in a professional league, that the opposition doesn't give a damn about us. The opposing fans in this league doesn't give a damn about us. They would laugh. They would say it's a good thing they got out of Buffalo. There's 31 other cities right now, okay, folks, right now, that if the Sabres were to pick up and move, who knows, to wherever, Hawaii, okay, and became the Hawaii Sabres, that everybody would be saying it's good they got out of Buffalo. That's what people would say. Think about it. So we need to bring back that blue-collar mentality on this team, which was the face of our team for a long, long, long time, was that the Sabres, no matter what, even if they're rebuilding, they're going to give 100% night after night after night, regardless if they've never won a Stanley Cup. This is a type of franchise that will just come at you all night long. And we haven't seen that this year enough. Tonight we've seen it. For me, it's a step in the right direction. I know we lost 7-3, but the reaction is what I'm talking about. We had a reaction at least. That means there's a pulse, okay? There's a pulse in the team right now. That's all I know. Like, there wasn't enough hitting, no, but there was a pulse. When push came to shove, there was a pulse in that game, and we went after them. You know, we didn't just cover up our head and let them wail away on us tonight. We actually had a reaction in this game, and I want to thank Norris for going and starting that scrum at the end too. I really do. Thank you, Norris. Really, I was happy to see that, actually. So we have to build off not the loss, the scrums in this game to become a hockey team, I believe, okay? This is what I believe hockey's about, guys. You unite as a team, okay? Winning and losing is not negotiable. You win. You know, you just win. What did Lombardi say? All of the time, not some of the time, all of the time. That's the mentality that the Canadians had when they won all their cups. The Islanders, the great teams of the past, the Oilers, all these teams, that was just the mentality. And I do believe if the Sabres start incorporating that mentality, that things will change in Buffalo. But we're not an attractive city right now for players to wind up in. We might get lucky and get another type of Zucker player in the offseason. We might, you know, but we've got to show now. Okay, the final games, forget the playoffs this year. I'm the first to say it. Forget it. It's done. But what I want to see is I want to see a reaction with the Sabres. I want to see a team unity to close out this season. Otherwise, we got nothing going on here. I want to see a reaction with this team like this night after night after night. And we'll see what the record finishes at this year. And then we'll see in the offseason what we can do. We'll see what we do in the draft. And we'll start again next year. We don't have a choice. In case you don't know yet, we don't have a choice. For you fans that are fed up and pouting that we're not making the playoffs again, well, get over it. Get over it. We have to figure out this problem of lack of team unity, lack of aggression, lack of hitting. All of this has to be addressed, folks. Because it doesn't matter if we get next year into the playoffs. If we're the least physical team in the playoffs, we're done. Finished. 4 straight. Done. Will be the joke that we got in. People will just saying it's a one-time fluke we got in. That'll be what you hear. But if we have an aggression that comes with us in the playoffs, look what happened in Florida. You got to develop that aggression before you win. Before. I'll say it again. Before. So if they can get that aggression going now, and really it becomes before they're even thinking of playoffs in the dressing room, that they just have each other's back every time they're on the ice. Something can happen next year, yes. But till that happens, till that atmosphere becomes a permanent fixture in that dressing room, finished. Nothing's happening with this franchise. So they've got to get more physical, that's for sure. But they've got to bring out that emotion night after night after night, not get caught up into the season, the standings, nothing. It has to be part of who we are. And if the Sabres can do that, guys, if they can do that, a reaction like I seen tonight, we're headed in the right direction. Regardless of what it looks like this year, okay? Regardless. I know it's grim right now and it's frustrating and we know we're missing the playoffs again and we're kind of an embarrassment again in the NHL and all that crap. But if we could get reactions like this night after night after night, I'll be happy because I know where it leads to. I've watched hockey long enough to know it leads to the Stanley Cup Finals one day. Yeah, I knew it with Hasek years ago, that the team, with all the aggressive way they were playing, that eventually it was going to lead to a good place. And they almost won the Stanley Cup, folks, back then. So tonight, the score... for me, that's on the goaltending tonight, really. It's on the goaltending. And it doesn't really matter because we're not in a playoff position anyway. So I kind of thank UPL for helping our draft lottery odds, if I can start talking about that again, really. But what I wanted to see in this type of game happened, okay? Nothing went right for the Sabres, except that they had each other's backs tonight when it came right down to it. And that I like to see. That is what keeps players like Byram maybe saying, you know what, I'm going to stay here and try and be part of this, the fix of this. It could happen that way. It really could. If he feels that people have his back when he's on the ice, not his head, that's going to keep somebody like Byram around. We'll see. That's my take on tonight, guys. So believe it or not, we lost 7-3 in Detroit. I wanted to, and this was a chance to really bury that team season almost, and we let it slip out of our fingers. But hey, it's that kind of season. It's that kind of season that nothing went right this year. Nothing. But I seen a glimmer of hope with the reactions tonight. That gave me hope right away. I was like, oh, wow. You know, this is good. I liked what I was seeing tonight with the reactions. Not the game, the reactions. I shouldn't say the game. We played good enough we could have won this game. We played good enough that we could have won this game. If Hasek was in nets, we would have won tonight, guys. 100% we would have won this game. You know, if we had UPL on a hot streak, we would have won this game tonight. It's just like a type of game that nothing went right with goaltending. But sometimes those things happen for a reason, I believe, guys. I do. So I like the reaction of the team. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not like angry the way we lost or no, because I got to see in a meaningless game in the standings, really. I got to see how my team reacts when nothing's going right. You know, it would have been nice if somebody would have really crashed our net. I would have liked to see what would happen. I'm talking really come in full steam and try and take UPL's head off. I would have liked to see what the team would have done because tonight, I think Detroit would know good enough, like, don't do that tonight over there. They're angry, they're frustrated. Because the Sabres did at least have an emotional reaction. I'm taking that, guys, because I haven't seen enough of it this season at all. Really. And especially after some of the situations that have happened this year and, you know, the hit on Tage and the non-reaction. Like, there's things I can talk about that I'm still angry about. But tonight, this was a different Sabres team tonight. And maybe it has something to do with Norris in the mix, guys, in the mix. I'm just saying. Sometimes when you have different guys, different characters, the chemistry changes, as we all know as sports fans. Maybe tonight is a sign of things to come. I'm hoping. I'm going to leave it there. I know I've rambled a long time, but there's a side of me that's actually excited about this, believe it or not. Even though we lost 7-3, I liked what I seen, if that makes any sense. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.